Imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Misha Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within. Last we heard, I was in the midst of going back and forth with Craig Weiner, one of my main speakers on the summit, in hopes of having him continue to promote. And I had just gotten to the point where I was talking about iMovie and how, iMovie. Andrea, my who, was like, you can use iMovie to edit videos. And iMovie, when you first play with it, is a burly beast. And this is not intuitive. And I was like, what have I gotten myself into? So, sorry, cute girl alert. Cute girl was just smiling. So I totally got distracted. And as I am a single man, actually that's not got nothing to do with it. If somebody's got good energy and cute and waves and smiles, man or woman, God bless. I'm gonna take notice. Anyhow, so fast forward to today, when I'm in discussions with Craig and saying, I could just re-edit that part of the video to a new intro. And oh my gosh, he was so excited. This was on Monday. I emailed him and said, yo man, I can use... Let me backstep. I'm so excited, a little coffeeed up. I had the inspiration to... instead of using I'm the creator of Bitch Slap, go with, hey, I'm the creator and director of Be Love Media. And saying something like, I'm the creator and director of Be Love Media. We create content focused on personal growth, transcending life's rough patches, and serving the world through change. And so I let Craig know, I think I can just update all this stuff, these two spots. And he replied back. This was Monday morning. Why the dates are important is because he sends out to his email, he sends out his newsletter every 2 weeks, every Monday. And so on Monday morning, I email him, hey, I had this inspiration. I can make these changes. And he replied back, yes, I love that. Please do. That would be amazing. And then he was back all in. Well, guess what happened? I got a little stubborn. I got a little in my head. This is my voice. This is my, I was pinging back and forth between it's not that big a deal to make the change, and it's actually pretty cool. And part of the inspiration was it's a much better thing to lead with, perhaps, on what I do. When I first started producing the summit, most of what I was up to was the Bitch Slap podcast. So I had, a couple hundred episodes out there, producing it every day, interviewing cool people. So when I was inviting speakers for the summit, I was like, hey, I've got this podcast, Bitch Slap, Accelerated Path to Peace. It is spiritual in nature, I promise. Check out all these episodes and all these interviews. I'm putting together a summit. I'd love to have you speak. And most people were open-minded. And seemed... Anyway, and I had this awareness. Part of this inspiration was, hey, next summit, or when you start introducing yourself to people that you want to co-create with, say, hey, I'm Misha. I'm the creator and director of Be Love Media. We create content that's, focused on personal growth, etc., etc. And then if they say, oh, give me an example, I could say, well, I got this really cool podcast called The Bitch Slap. Or, hey, I've got this summit, the Tools for a Good Life Summit. Check it out. So as far as a bigger picture move in what I'm doing, I love it. But my stubborn side kicked in. And I was thinking, you know what? Heck with him. Heck with everybody who doesn't understand the bitch slap. Because I do get pushback now and then. I'm sticking with my vision and, this more grandiose, unflexible ideal. And, people, part of my team and people that were engaged in my process with the summit and my communications with Craig were like, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You have to decide. And I said, you know what? It's Monday. I'm just not going to do anything. I'm just going to, I was burnt. I'm not going to make any changes. I'm going to assume I'm going to stick with the bitch slap and just, I guess Craig and I will, as far as this is concerned, perhaps put promoting on hold. And I was okay with that. And this is sort of a rambly episode. I hope it's making sense to people. And it's always interesting to see if and what I will put up as far as content is concerned. And I pretty much always put up everything, so I'm sure you're listening to this. Anyhow, I was assuming I was not going to make the change, that I was not going to have the opportunity to promote with Craig, and I'd missed the Monday deadline, and noon on Tuesday. Oh, the Monday deadline is Craig sends out his newsletter every other week, every other Monday. And this Monday, as I'm talking about this, was the key Monday. And he emailed me Tuesday morning and said, well, Tuesday at noon, actually, I remember. Tuesday at about 12:30, to be more specific, 12:31. He emailed me, yo, are you going to make the changes? I'm really excited to, get you in the, get the summit on the newsletter. And if you can, I'd love to get out the email newsletter today, but I guess worst case I can wait until Wednesday. And I was instantly inspired to make the changes. This man is being very open-minded. He's working with me. He's excited. He just wants us to have success and help people. I just felt that in my bones. And I was like, you know what? I capitulate. And I sent the email. It was about 1 o'clock. I said, absolutely, I'm making the I will make the changes. I'll have them done by 4 o'clock PST, Pacific Standard Time. So I had 3 hours to make the changes. I had to come up with my new copy, which I effectively told you what it was. Then I needed to shoot new video and edit into the registration page video. And what's fun about this is I had to find my shirt. I had to get my hair approximately the same. I needed to shave. I needed to align the camera. trying to replicate it as best as possible, the scene and the look, and it was really funny. I shot a bunch and the camera was just not at the right height, and so I had to reshoot. So I reshot, got it done, editing like mad, and it's like 3:15. I'm looking at the clock, it's 4 o'clock. I mean, it's 3:15, I have to have it done by 4. And I get the video edited, I get it done, looks and came out great. Honestly, super happy. But then iMovie has to convert it to usable to a video file, and that takes a few minutes, and I'm watching the clock tick. And then you've got to upload it to Vimeo, and I'm watching the clock tick. And then Andrea, God bless her, so supportive, I'm like, Andrea, I need the new video linked to the registration page, whatever term that is. I need that done. So she needed to embed it and do all the thingy-majiggers, adjust all the settings. And at 3:45 or 3:50, it's done. And I emailed him, it is done. Video uploaded and edited, copy uploaded and edited, and he replied back. He was super excited. I was excited. So I was able to put my stubbornness aside. I was able to capitulate. And gosh, when I started these episodes, this series, I had a few points, but be willing to change. I was willing to change, put the ego aside, all these things, and capitulate. I'm gonna tell you the definition of capitulate, which was so good, because I texted a friend, oh, by the way, I capitulated. I made the changes on the copy and the video, and she texted me back the definition of capitulate: cease to resist an opponent or an unwelcome demand. Surrender. And I thought, oh my God, like that's it. I needed to surrender. And anyway, I emailed Craig back and I said, did I make the cutoff? And he said, yes. And the final copy was, hi, my name is Misha Z, and I am the creator and director of Be Love Media, where we create content focusing on personal growth, transcending life's rough patches, and serving our world through change. That is the truth. I'm very excited. Register for the summit, toolsforagoodlifesummit.com. 20 amazing speakers who will rock your world. And I'm out. As usual, thank you for listening.
Thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved one episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.